Breaking news at 7 o'clock, and Prince Andrew has announced that he is relinquishing his royal titles. He says accusations about him have become a distraction from the royal family. In a statement, Prince Andrew wrote, "In discussion with the King and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honours which have been conferred upon me. As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me." That statement coming into us from Prince Andrew. Let's go straight to our royal correspondent, Rhiannon Mills, who joins us now. Rhiannon, what else do we know about this decision?
Prince Andrew giving up his titles, or being forced to give up his titles. But this is quite an extraordinary move, and I think it shows that actually things had gone too far. Prince Andrew and allegations about him and Virginia Giuffre were continuing to be too much of a distraction for the royal family. A few more details that I can tell you. This decision basically was taken in conjunction with the King. Yes, it was the Prince's decision, but with very close consultation with the King involved. And we understand that the King is glad of this outcome. This change comes into effect immediately. So from this moment, he no longer holds those titles. The decision was taken in recognition of the fact that the Prince's personal issues have continued to be what has been described as an unwelcome distraction from the wider work of the royal family. And we've seen that consistently, I think, I first started reporting on this around 10 years ago, and it really has kind of punctuated and been there in the background ever since. Of course, there was continuing discussions about what could the King do in terms of Prince Andrew. And one thing that people have pointed to is the fact that he continues to live on the Windsor estate at Royal Lodge. We understand that he will continue to live there. He has got a private tenancy agreement with the Crown Estate, so we don't believe that will change. Is he still a Duke? No, all his titles, including the Duke of York, will not be used anymore. However, he will still be known as Prince Andrew because he remains the son of Queen Elizabeth II. So in accordance with the letters patent that were updated by Queen Elizabeth II in 2012, he will still stay as Prince. The title of HRH is already inactive. That was taken away some time ago. What does this mean for other members of his family? So, for example, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson. For many years, we're told that in a professional capacity, she hasn't really used that Duchess of York title, but she will no longer be known at all as the Duchess of York. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, their position as princesses is entirely unaffected by this. In terms of Prince Andrew being a Councillor of State, now a Councillor of State acts on behalf of the King in a limited, defined capacity if they have to step in on behalf of the King. It's already been made clear, though, in the past that non-working members of the royal family, so, for example, Prince Andrew, Prince Harry, don't act as Councillors of State. In terms of course, we have increasingly seen Prince Andrew appear at some family occasions, most recently the funeral for the Duchess of Kent. What will happen for other family occasions, we're not sure, but he isn't going to attend royal family Christmas celebrations. So, yeah, just to confirm, in the last, few minutes, we have received that statement, which in Prince Andrew's own words, he says, "I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. And with His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I'll therefore no longer use my title or the honours which have been conferred upon me." But what he does very clearly say in that statement, as we've continued to hear those allegations against him, he says, "I vigorously deny the accusations against me."